the judicial construct, and that's a danger.
Can I pick up on that? Because obviously these people, they're wearing their religion on the sleeve, they're killing in the name of Islam, so it's very tempting to put that violence on the religious ideology. But I wonder if in doing that, we are not only simplifying the problem, but obscuring it, because obviously that sort of violence also has very complex social and political causes, and that region has a very long preceding history of violence, and some of the countries that you just mentioned also perhaps need to do some
we
thinking.
have too in the West. We've had a tremendous history. I mean, we had the Holocaust and we had the 2 world wars in the West, which were more violent than things in the Middle East. But I think that, of course, they have had 13 centuries of this sort of problem arising, and I don't know how it can be resolved very easily. And I do think Russia has problems in Chechnya. The Chinese have problems in the eastern parts. We're close to the Arabic countries. We have problems in the UK where we have Sharia courts operating underground. There definitely is, in my view, a conflict between science and religion. Science is about evidence. It's about the things that we did not make. Science is about the way the universe is, the way nature is. All other things, history, literature, religion, are man-made. They were created by human beings. And so, in my mind, I mean, there are people who can gloss over this conflict, but I can't. Whether it simplifies matters, I don't know. I think it should be a recognition of how powerful a psychological construct religion is, not just in Islam, but also in Christianity, and the fact that people need something like this. Average people feel they need a meaning to their life. They don't seem to be able to make that meaning themselves.
But, Mr. Kroto, if we look at Iraq, where this group, the Islamic State, originated, the realities of Iraq over the past few years have been very, very difficult for the people to ponder about the origin of the universe. I mean, those people have been thrown into very
down to earth. Yeah, I mean, I know they're not talking about the universe. I'm just saying that as an example of why there's a difference between rational, scientific, or what I call natural philosophy, is that it deals with truth.
But absolutely, what you're saying is that science is an intellectual pursuit, and as you just articulated, religion appeals not only makes scientific or pseudoscientific claims, it appeals to the emotions that people have to process, and at the moment there is no social institution that can allow them to do that.
Other than the church and religion. Yeah, it's very true. If you offer them some sort of sanctuary, you offer them eternal life after death, and someone like me recognized as this finite mortality, and you have a whole industry built on that of priests and the church, then of course you'll get many takers. Mm-hmm. And because the people are, in some cases, are desperate. But I think what you touched on before is that quite a lot of these people who are flocking to the Middle East are not necessarily in that same boat. They are looking for some, ideology to cling to because they don't find it. They can't find it for themselves. A scientist like myself finds it in the excitement of discovery, and other people in literature and things of this nature. But when you have a business, I mean, the biggest business on the planet is religion, right? 4 or 5 times bigger than almost any other construct, and that is built on satisfying some mystical or some inner feeling. I mean, we seem to have been developed by evolution with a template that needs this sort of mystical sort of construct. And there's a whole industry built on this to continue, to do this, and then you have a problem because you don't face the reality.